Hey guys, welcome to another Player.net review. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Phanteks, the Phanteks PH TC90LS. This is a small form factor cooler, or mini cooler, or really small cooler, or just really small cooler. It might be something that you'll be in the market for if you perhaps have a small case. You're looking for something that gives you good cooling without using up a lot of space. Personally, I use the Noctua L9i for all my testing. It's a similar size to this, so it'll be interesting to see what it is like benchmark wise. This is just, I've taken it out of the box, given my opinions on it. I've already unboxed it because I don't like doing unboxings, and I just thought I'd talk about the product and what it is at a standpoint. You get these very detailed installation manuals. Basically, the thing that I find quite interesting about this cooler is actually the fan. So the fan is a really super small one. I've not actually seen one this small in quite a while. So the crazy thing about this that makes sense. So the first thing that's worth noting is this fan comes with these little rubber strips that you place over the this is going to go horribly wrong now that I'm doing it on video. That will do. Always goes horribly wrong when you're recording it. It's not when you're doing it in your own time. It's when you're recording it and there's going to be loads of people watching. So these little rubber things obviously provide a bit of damping, because you wouldn't want to just strap the fan straight on without some sort of lift off. It just prevents the fan from shaking, which is cool. The fan itself you kind of attach with these little doobries. I want to say no. You'll have to ignore me for a second. So basically you have these tiny, some of you might recognize this design, a lot of manufacturers do this. You have these little pass-throughs that you hook onto the actual heatsink using these clips. That sort of makes sense. I'm doing this without reading the manual because that's how we do things. Let's have a look. Do you go on here? I'm gonna have to read the manual. Alright, I got this. So yeah. Incredibly fiddly this is. I like to show this bit because it shows how much effort it is. It's not too bad actually, because if you can see what I'm doing, there's these cutouts here that the clips go into. So that was pretty painless. I've had worse. It's always a nightmare when these are a lot bigger fan wise. See if we can get that lined up and that lined up. So these little fasteners have to be lined up like so. And here comes the fun bit. Probably best to attach the clips onto the hooks like so. thinking about it. But obviously, always never goes to plan when you're doing it for a video, does it? I do like these designs, but at the same time they're fiddly if you don't have patience. It's something I like about the Noctua heatsink so much, is that you can just kind of pop it on. And these should kind of go around. But they're refusing to. Let's try flipping this around. Maybe that will help. One of those videos, guys. I do this for you. Alright, so no. Alright, so that one is in, finally. Now let's see if we can get the second one in. That was a lot harder than it should have been, if I'm honest. Now with all these coolers, we test them with the G3 258. A little bit of a nightmare getting this on. If I'm honest. I would use a screwdriver or something similar to get this in, but that can sometimes damage the finish. However, we have succeeded. So there it is. The cooler is on, and this is super sturdy. Like, that isn't going anywhere. I don't think it's coming off either. So that's kind of that part of it. Installation wise, you get a little backplate that looks like so. Oh, we don't want those ones. So this does come with 2011 screws, which I think is a bit odd because personally I wouldn't put this on a 2011 board. But there may be those who require a cooler that's like small and easy to get on. Maybe you do a lot of testing of processors. You want something that you can throw on and off the board. This would be one of those heat sinks. So I imagine just taking a quick look at these. These will just drop in and mount. Obviously, depending on the socket size. Yeah, so it's the outside ones. And it's pretty much that simple to connect. I would say that that is a bit odd. And then the springs will obviously tension it down. So that's that bit. My opinions on it so far. I mean, I haven't actually installed it on a board, but I can already tell it's not going to be too bad to install. I still love the way that Noctua coolers install, so I'm always going to be biased to be like, Noctua cooler is probably the best installation ever. But it's still a pretty cool cooler. It's tiny, as you can see. I like to do a Coke can comparison, or in this case Dr. Pepper.